talking about tranquility and insight meditation. Tranquility is about the calmness of our mind, and insight is about the clarity of our mind. In other words, one is concentration, one is wisdom. We need both of these in order to become enlightened. Like two wings of a bird, they are complementary and inseparable. Today we'll be learning about 5 tranquility meditations and 3 corresponding insight meditations. The first tranquility meditation is contact the mind with an object. Our mind is forever busy thinking, so we need to give it something to focus on. A designated object, for example, your breathing or the name Amitabha. When you focus on your breathing, you can focus your attention on the tip of your nose, or you can focus on this area between your nose and your mouth, this free space here. Feel the air in and out of the space. That way you can go into a deep concentration. Some people say, I cannot find my breath, so what do I do? It's very easy. The trick is to not to chase after your breathing. The trick is to relax, stay put, and let your breathing come looking for you. And sure enough, it would be easy and effortless. So have a gentle, simple, calm, and beautiful mind, and meditation would be natural and easy. So this is like keeping a wild monkey under lock. Our mind is like a wild monkey. It's forever busy jumping around thinking. So we need to lock it with our breathing, or lock it with the name Amitabha. This is the basis of meditation. Number 2 is stop the mind from following scattered thoughts. Even if you have a designated object of meditation, it will still run around. So the monkey is wild. It's not that good. So what you need to do is to do the second meditation is to observe your mind. Have the ability to be mindful of your thoughts. We have this habitual continuous thinking. We need to break this chain, break this habit of scattered thought. Be aware of it, let go of the thought, focus back on your breathing and on your object of meditation. So this requires intense training. Training every day is like shooting arrows. When you have intense training and you work hard every day, you'll be able to shoot the bullseye. So we need to learn how to master our mind. Our mind is a master of our 5 senses. Our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, our body. The mind is the master of the 5 organs. If we can control our mind, let it come back in and stay with our quiet mind, then we will no longer be outside all the time, clinging onto the world. So learn to master your mind by stopping chattering thoughts and focus on your breathing, on your object of meditation. Number 3 is cessation on the true essence of reality. The first 2 are techniques. 3, 4, 5 are the theories behind the techniques. Number 3 is to stop your mind on the reality of things, which is emptiness. Everything is conditioned existence, therefore they don't have an essence. They are empty of a controlling self. Everything in your life right now, they are borrowed from conditions. Your husband, your children, your career, your money, your car, everything is borrowed from conditions. It means your karma, your good and bad karma, everything is borrowed. When everything's borrowed, that means you don't own anything. You don't have possession of anything. It's only a temporary existence. So realize this emptiness. This emptiness is great. It'll free you from the concept of an ego and a self. If you ever think about it, and a lot of us, we use our children as our tool to confirm ourselves. If our kids are doing great and doing very well, we're very proud because we are great parents, or our husband or spouse love us a lot. We feel worthy of love, or we have a lot of money, or we have success. We confirm and nourish our ego. But we actually don't need these things to confirm the ego, because the ego itself is an illusion. We don't have a perceived self. So emptiness means empty of a self, of an ego that we're grabbing onto. So be detached from everything. Know that it's all conditioned existence, and it doesn't really affect your true existence, your true self. This is a great meditation for us to do, and the related insight meditation is in red. So it's a contemplation of emptiness. So it's basically the same thing, but cessation is more about stopping, calming the mind of all the wandering thoughts. Contemplation is more about gaining wisdom. So it's just different focus, but the theory is the same. We need to do both of these. If you keep focusing on emptiness, not just during meditation, but through every day of your life, think of your life, know that this is a dream, then you will no longer be so attached. You will no longer have so much love and hate and so caught up with the happiness and the pain. It's all just a conditioned existence. Focus back on your meditation. By doing this, you're breaking the chain of samsara. You're breaking the chain of reincarnation. When we have the self and the ego and we're following everything that's going on in the world, we are following the current of samsara, of reincarnation. But if we think about emptiness, focus on non-self and conditioned existence, we are swimming against the current of samsara. So just focusing on this for 10 minutes and 5 minutes, you are ending samsara. It's great that we have this wisdom and Buddha taught this to us. So always focus and see the world in this light. See the world as a dream. See the world as non-existing essence. That's the key of wisdom, of living. Number 4 is cessation on the expedient, means in accordance with condition. So 4 is the opposite of 3. Not focusing so much on the emptiness, but focusing on all the conditioned existence. Even though the true nature, the essence is empty, but it still has a temporary existence. Everybody in your life right now, they are still here, and their suffering is still real. So a bodhisattva use the condition as expedient means to nourish and boost their compassion, to really cultivate and to love everyone and contribute to the world. For example, right now our condition is we have the coronavirus on this earth right now. So what you can do is use this condition to bring out your compassion when you meditate. This is actually go with the contact meditation. So you contact with the object of the visualization. Basically in your meditation, you visualize sincerely that every human being is free from coronavirus and everybody have happiness, health, and safety. So if you keep visualizing on it, it will become reality. The power of our mind is amazing. Even though everything's empty, but the power of our mind can create miracles. Our mind, our thoughts create reality. So do positive thinking, do visualization. This is not the ultimate mean, but this is an expedient mean. So use our conditions wisely to really bring our own compassion, our great vow, and our diligence. So the corresponding insight meditation is called contemplation of unreal existence. The key is its existence. Even though everything's unreal, but they do exist right now. So you can think of a lot of things to help you with your cultivation. You can even visualize Amitabha Buddha, his light shining upon everyone. And you can even visualize the Pure Land, how it has the pond of 7 jewels with the water of 8 merits. You can use your mind to make miracles come true. The more vividly you think about this meditation, the more it will come alive. It will become reality. So believe in the power of your mind and use and borrow the conditions right now to boost your vibration, and you can contribute to the world. Number 5 is cessation that avoids 2 extremes and develop the right insight on the middle way. So it's now the balance of 3 and 4. So we stop our mind, we quiet our mind by avoiding the 2 extremes, the emptiness and the conditioned existence. So some people are too extreme into the emptiness. This is more like the Theravada Buddhist because it's so much about emptiness, impermanence, and suffering. We might be very empathetic about the world. We might not have the great compassion to save all sentient beings. So that's one extreme. The other extreme is bodhisattvas. They are too involved in saving everybody in this current condition, and they're too caught up and they have no more wisdom. So both of these extremes are not good. We want to avoid them and develop the right insight, which is without the two extremes, but recognize the insight of emptiness and the insight of conventional existence. Then that's the middle way. When you're able to balance the two, that's great wisdom. And that's how Buddha thinks. So think from the perspective of Buddha. That's how Buddha sees the world. Buddha sees the middle way. So Buddha is able to accord with all conditions but never change, remain steadfast while according with all conditions. So don't you want to be just like Buddha? And we can all do it because we all inherit with the middle way, with the suchness, with our true mind and our true essence. So number 5 is actually stopping the mind meditation, because you want to stop the mind from going to the two extremes. The two extremes are now the scattered thoughts. You don't want to be too empty and you don't want to be too caught up in the worldly existence. The related insight meditation is called contemplation of the means. Always stay with the middle way. Always stay with balance of the insight of emptiness and conventional existence. So that's how Buddha thinks. That's how we should be thinking. So we should reside in this mentality at all times. In conclusion, tranquility and insight meditation is already inherent in our true mind, our true self. Our mind is both quiescent and yet ever shiny with awareness. Both shiny with awareness and yet ever quiescent. So our mind is quiescent, that means it's tranquility, it's quiet and calm and all move, but it's ever shining with awareness. It can see everything clearly. You can think of yourself like a mirror. Reflects everything clearly. Everything that's happening in your life is the image in the mirror, but it doesn't affect you. All the love and hate, happiness and sorrow in the mirror, it's just going on conditionally. You do your best, but you're the mirror that's not affected by what's going on in the image, in the reflection. Live in this mentality. That is how Buddha is. And if you chant Amitabha Buddha's name and recite in this mentality, then that's the true Buddha remembrance samadhi, the goal of our Pure Land practice. So that's the class for today. Thank you for listening. Amitabha.